Hey, hello there, everybody. Hello there, Mr. Camera. Here on this Wednesday evening, July the 3rd, 2019, we have once again reached another pre departure night for another trip. Central America, the main trip of 2019, will commence tomorrow morning, 6:10 a.m. flight out of Lexington Bluegrass Airport. Yes, can't believe how fast this trip came up, considering I booked this back in, I think November, late November, early December last year, like 7 months ago, and here we are getting ready to go already. Seems like just yesterday.
I know, I'm so excited.
Yes.
It's all I can talk about at work, and I'm pretty sure people are jealous that we're going. Because they're like, can I hide in your suitcase? Oh, why do you have to go on vacation? I'm like, because I want to. So excited about
Yes, lots of hard work over the last several months. Lots of overtime now hitting peak. Now it's all going to pay off as we get to enjoy a nice 2-week adventure through 5 countries in Central America. We'll be starting out in Guatemala, flying into Guatemala City tomorrow. We're there for 2 nights, I believe. We're there for Friday, which is actually the first official day of the group tour. During the day, Friday, we're going to be doing a Gray Lines tour booked through Viator, where we're going to be hiking up Pacaya Volcano and doing the hot springs and some other cool stuff there. And then we'll be doing the meeting up with the main group with Intrepid Travel later that night once that tour's done. And then from there, we'll be traveling with the group for the next 8 days, all through the countries of Central America. We'll be starting in Antigua, which is near Guatemala City, and then second day, we actually go right up into Copan, Honduras. I think we're only in Honduras for a day. And then from Honduras, we'll be working our way down into El Salvador. And I think we do a couple of cities in El Salvador. We do El Cucu, and there's one other city, I can't remember what it is, Suchachito or something like that. And I think we're in El Salvador for 3 or 4 nights. And then from El Salvador, we go into Nicaragua. And Nicaragua, I hear, is one of the highlights from a lot of the reviews I've read on this trip. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll be in Nicaragua for, I believe, another 3 or 4 nights. And actually, I think we have another water country crossing too. I think it's like a 5 or 6 hour boat crossing from El Salvador into Nicaragua. So we'll see how that is. They say in the itinerary, they say the water's pretty choppy. So make sure you take your Bonine for that.
I've actually got my high-powered anti-dizziness medicine from the last time I had food poisoning. I've got my ondansetron, so I'm good. And that stuff helped me out at the Bluegrass Fair when I was riding all those twirly, spinny rides.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm so excited about Costa Rica.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then the group trip will actually finish up in Managua in Nicaragua. And then we're going to be doing Costa Rica on our own for a few days before we fly back up here. So yeah, 5 countries. There's going to be a ton of border crossings on this. I think I counted it up. If you count entry stamps, exit stamps, all that stuff throughout this whole trip, that's going to be 10 new stamps for the passport overall. So we're going to fill up some pages on this one. It's going to be pretty awesome. It's not like Europe. Europe, you go between countries. It's basically like crossing states here. They don't do anything because of all that. But Central America is actually going to be stamps, entry and exit stamps every border crossing that we have. So that'll be nice. Get some more ink in that passport. Be pretty sweet. But yeah, then Costa Rica we'll be doing on the last 3 days of the trip. I booked up 2 more tours through Viator for that one. I think another one's a Gray Line tour and another one's through Waterfall Company. I can't remember the exact name of it. That's where we'll be doing the canyoning down a bunch of waterfalls in the jungle, which is going to be pretty cool. And I think there's some zip lines in there we're going to be doing as well. And then the other tour. Yeah, I know Angie loves the zip lines.
I told him he doesn't even have to ask me, just book them and I will go.
Yeah.
And seriously love them that much.
But yeah, that tour is one of the days in Costa Rica. And then the other tour I booked was one on up to Tortuguero National Park, where we get to go on a boat ride through the dense canals and jungles of Costa Rica, and as well see the nesting sites for the sea turtles up there.
Oh my God,
and
I can't wait.
And it is actually the beginning of nesting season. Nesting season runs, I think, from July for the next couple of months. So hoping to
Oh my
see
God.
some pretty cool stuff with that as well. So Tortuguero National Park one day, and then the canyoning through the waterfalls on the other day. And one of the days is a travel day. It takes about
Whoa.
8 hours by bus to travel from Nicaragua down to San Jose. So we'll be on the bus for that first day, and then the second and third day will be the tours, and then we fly back on the
That was
16th.
some bright ass lightning.
Yeah, it's like storming out here right now.
It's been
You can
storming
hear it.
for like the last 3 hours.
Yeah.
The sky
Yeah, I
was
got-
like dark green earlier. The rain
I got
was
home.
sideways.
I got home from work right as the sky was getting dark. But yeah, speaking of work, I'm going to be pulling in a record high paycheck from pretty much every job ever on this Friday's check. That's going to actually drop in on the second day of the trip, because I pulled 111 hours total
Whoa.
on that last pay period. So that's going to be a nice payday as this trip just gets underway. So looking forward to that. And it's definitely paid off, all this overtime. So, but yeah, here's all my stuff ready to go.
Mine's upstairs.
We'll be wearing our travel shirts. This one's mine that I got for us.
Yep, and I have one that
Yeah.
matches, but everything I have is upstairs because it would take up too much room down here.
Yeah, we'll be wearing those on the travel days through all the airports and stuff. So it's gonna be pretty cool. Trip binders here, passports, all that stuff. Central America.
Actually, I need to go
Yeah,
get my stuff. 'cause
the
I
date's
can-
wrong on it because I thought we were leaving the 5th, so I just left it on there. But yeah, it's actually July 4th through the 16th, 2019. 13 days total, folks. Yeah, basically a 2-week trip, 2-week journey through beautiful Central America. And a lot of people are saying that a lot of these countries are questionable. Yeah, a lot of them are, but you just got to use common sense. I've read reviews from this exact trip that we're about to do, and everybody felt safe, just in the most recent trips as well.
Forgetting how fucking
So
heavy this
we'll be
bag
just fine.
is.
Just use common sense. Don't go into the alleys at night. Stupid stuff like that.
Hey,
But
brought my stuff down.
there's Angie's stuff here.
Yep, I pack light.
Got the
I
backpack
got my
ready.
backpack, and then I've got my. Yeah. And for the females that are watching this, yes, I got my cut-proof locking travel-on bag.
Oh
It
yeah.
has RFID blocking as well, so nobody can cut it, nobody can rip your zippers open, and nobody can read your credit card information from it.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
great
good to have.
purchase.
And if you hold this and shine it on me, I'll
Okay.
show off the cameras I use and the new camera I just bought for this trip as well.
Oh, I forgot to bring down my matching shirt, but we'll take pictures and videos of that later.
But yeah, here's I've had this camera for a few years. That's the Alpha 5000. I plan on using that for a lot of videos and stuff. And then I have, of course, the GoPro.
I just realized
Ready.
we're taking a video cameras.
Yeah. This is
Like
the time-lapse camera. That's what I mount on all the planes to get the time lapses. And then this is the camera I just bought. This is a Canon SX something.
It's okay.
Yeah, the model number's
There's a
on there
lot
somewhere.
of cameras out there.
But yeah, it's got a 50x zoom on it too.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be really good for zooming in on the wildlife and all that stuff. So got a pretty good deal on it. Got it at Best Buy. So this one.
Zooming in on people's face.
Yeah, Mr. Camera. But yeah, I looked at 4 different cameras plus my phone. I don't
Woo.
plan on using my phone for that much.
I don't have a camera because I've broken every camera I've ever owned. I actually dropped one in a fountain
Then
while I
got-
was trying to take a picture of it.
Yeah, I'll be able to upload the pictures through this to my phone from the camera. It's an adapter I
That
bought.
thingy dingy.
Yeah, and then all my chargers. This big portable charger here. That you get 4 or 5 charges out of that. You get about a charge and a half on that one. And then these are all just my extra batteries and cables and other chargers and stuff. So
And I got
Pretty
him
well
that
prepared.
organizer case on Amazon because he was always just jamming them in the front part of his
Yeah.
backpack, and I was like, you know what? We need some organization.
and of course a trip journal. We'll be starting that tomorrow as well.
My mom actually gave me that trip journal, but I don't really use them. So.
Yeah, I didn't have any other journals left. I guess I used them all up, so I'm just gonna use this one for this trip. And then yeah, other than that, Got a change of clothes in there. I gotta use that, I guess, for airport. Glasses strap, flashlight,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Oh my gosh, stop with the lightning.
Yeah, we're pretty much good to roll though. And then the flights, I'm gonna take this back. The flights are actually pretty simple for this one. Just 4 flights on this trip. Just 2 flights down, 2 flights back. Going out of Lexington Bluegrass tomorrow morning, 6:10 a.m. on Delta Airlines. Flying short hop down to Atlanta Hartsfield International. I think we have about a 3.5 hour layover in Atlanta tomorrow, and then we'll be flying from Atlanta on down to Guatemala City, which is about a 3.5 hour flight, about 1,300 miles on that one.
Woo.
And then coming home,
Oh,
we'll be going out of San Jose, Costa Rica, where the trip ends, and flying back to Atlanta. That's a little longer, about 4 hours, 1,600 miles, and then Atlanta back on up to Lexington, short hop. But yeah, coming home, I think we have like a really long layover in Atlanta. It's like 6.5 hours. Good thing that airport's got lots of food and stuff to do. So.
Atlanta also
Yeah.
has a Dunkin' Donuts, which I am very excited about.
Oh yeah, they got pretty much everything there, and of course the famous plane train, the underground train that goes between the terminals. It's always fun to go
Oh
on.
God, those are so much fun trying
Yeah.
to stand up and not fall on people.
Yeah, test out the balancing and all that.
So Jared sent us a message about her trip. Hey guys, just want to say have fun on your trip and be safe, including safe travels as well. Make sure y'all embrace this trip. This will be something y'all will remember for a long time.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Yes. Absolutely, yes. I love doing trips.
Yes,
Big
and I will
trips like
always do
this.
trips with you.
Yes. Always so go.
Ugh.
But yeah, I think I got everything on that I wanted to cover for the pre-departure video. Obviously, there's going to be lots of videos on this trip. 2 weeks, I'd expect a couple hundred videos by the end of it. So we'll see what happens. Lots of experiences await. I'm really looking forward to the volcanoes and all that stuff. As far as the actual group tour, there's a bunch of optional trips that we'll be choosing from as we get to each place, which is kind of nice because it kind of leaves the flexibility open in case the group wants to do different stuff. You know how that works. And I'm sure the group will be a good bunch of people. Usually it varies between 10, 15 people, give or take. So other than that, yeah, we're good to go. Oh, and country counts. You're going to get your 40th country, I
You
believe.
bet your ass I am.
Yeah. See, that's going to be Costa Rica, right? The very last one.
Yes, you guys have no idea how long I've been wanting to go to Costa Rica. I literally, well, you probably saw the video, but I cried happy tears when I realized I was going there.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna be a
Oh yeah, I did the
milestone.
video review a few months ago.
I
I
love
added
him
Costa
so
Rica at the
much.
end.
He's the best.
But yes, I'll be getting 3 new countries. We actually did Honduras on our Carnival cruise a few years ago. So I've done Honduras. We did Rotan, where we did the submarine dive to 2,100 feet. That was pretty cool. And of course, I did Costa Rica on another cruise through the Panama Canal back in 2011. So the new countries for me will be Nicaragua, El Salvador, and Guatemala. So I'll be up from 55 countries. That'll put me up to 58 countries, making me 2 away from that 60 mark. So yeah, hopefully we'll hit I'll hit 60 next year sometime maybe. So yeah, we're gonna be up at I don't know what are we setting the alarm for, 3:30 a.m. tomorrow.
I might do 3:15 because I took a shower this morning, but I spent the last 4 hours at work palletizing. So
Yeah.
anybody who's worked at a warehouse knows what I'm talking about. I need a shower. Let's
Yeah.
just say that.
I'm probably gonna shower tonight and then get up after you get up. And so yeah, we'll see everybody either on the way or at Bluegrass Airport tomorrow, and we'll let this thing get underway.